just who could be the most likely new hero at BlizzCon, or could we actually be getting more than one hero? Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I am Stylosa. Before we speculate about Overwatch heroes, I want to show you guys some actual real life heroes. These are guys from Blizzard protesting the recent Hong Kong disaster that Blizzard find themselves in. This is, of course, the Blitzchung situation. I'm not going to go into detail on that in this video. You guys have probably seen this. It is literally everywhere. These guys are standing up for what they believe in, and that's the act of a hero. And you know what they always say with Overwatch, guys? The world could use more heroes. Anna very famously says, never stop fighting for what you believe in. And I think that is beautiful advice. I don't agree with the decision that was made. I think the punishment to Blitzchung was way over the top. I think they literally hit the nuclear option, and I don't agree with that. We are waiting, though, to see if Blizzard do come out with a response, so stay tuned to see if there's any update from their side. So who are the most likely candidates for new heroes when we get to BlizzCon? Well, first things first, let's take a look at Ekko. She was announced last year at BlizzCon. Now, when I say announced, she wasn't announced as, oh yeah, she's going to be a hero, but we were introduced to Ekko. We did not know what was on the train on Route 66. This cinematic showed us what was going on. It was Ekko, and McCree reactivates her. She looks like a really advanced Omnic, some form of AI. She doesn't look like the standard Omnics in the game, the Zens and the Bastions. She looks way more advanced. She could actually be like the next evolution of them, or she could just be an AI which assists Overwatch, because she does kind of act as if she's got a higher intelligence than the general sort of Omnic or robot from the Overwatch universe. But what's interesting about Ekko is Jeff has said they are heavily developing and building her up, and that they have big plans for her, which, yes, okay, they do say that quite a lot about a lot of different things, but that could be interesting. Also, we know that Josh No has said, who is of course one of the Overwatch developers, that they will be making her into a hero at some point. So the hype train is definitely there for Ekko. She looks amazing. I think in terms of her design, it looks awesome, but what could she be? Maybe she's some sort of support hero that can interfere with enemy gadgets or barriers, because I think we kind of need something which will get rid of barriers, because there's too many barriers in the game. But then if you've got a hero which can just delete barriers, well then where does that go from there? I don't know. You guys go crazy in the comments below. Sojourn. Now, she could be a hero. Check this out. Listen to her voice.
Tracer, status report.
Target in sight, Captain.
We've waited a long time for Maximilian to show his face. It's now or never.
No pressure then.
Alright, so the interesting thing here with Sojourn is Jeff has said she's been in production since before Overwatch launched. So she is something they have been working on. We know that she's a captain of Overwatch, and obviously we can see the Storm Rising mission in the background. We'll get onto Maximilian in a second. She's ordering the team. She's in charge of the team. But where was the first time we actually saw her? Well, if I take you right back to the Recall cinematic, watch this. You've got to be quick, but obviously with the power of video editing, I will pause this so we can all see it. It's going to come through now. Ooh, there she was. Did you see her? There she is. That's Sojourn. That is exactly the artwork they used in the Storm Rising bike kind of computer display for Tracer. So you can kind of see these things linking up. But also, what about this? Is that her on the right hand side of this image? This is some really old art for Overwatch, it came out during the launch of Anna, but actually I think it's this character. I don't know who this is. This is a completely, well, it's a nameless character. I don't know who that is. That could be the next hero. What about Mauga? This is another interesting one, right? Mauga. So the story with Mauga is actually kind of a bit sad. So we got the whole Batiste short story came out, introduced Mauga. He looked amazing. He's a talent-heavy trooper. He was going to be Hero 31. The problem was Blizzard designed a hero with an ability kit that just did not fit Mauga's sort of style. Mauga goes in, he's heavy, he's strong, he's muscular, he's got twin chain guns, he's got a barrier in front of him, all of this stuff. Well, Sigma kind of doesn't have any of that, and so they had to just straight up invent a new character, and that's where Sigma came from, literally out of nowhere. So there's always that possibility that whatever the new heroes are or hero, I'm going for heroes because I'm kind of on that boat right now, at BlizzCon, Blizzard could just literally invent them. What about Junker Queen? So this is one of the highest sort of resolution looks we get at Junker Queen. There is also another little bit of art which was used with the Hammond tease. If you guys remember when the ball rolled across the screen and we didn't know what it was and they threw it out on Twitter. In the background of that, there was a bit of like a spray art on the wall which shows you the Junker Queen. Anyway, this interests me more because this kind of gives you like a more full body shot of what she could look like. Now, Junker Queen has been a thing people have been asking for ages. She was first introduced when Junkertown, and I always said Junkenstein, when Junkertown was introduced. She voices, well, Junkertown, the map. There was artwork of her on the wall, but it was really low res, really kind of low quality. You could probably see that, yeah, it was a really early sketch. But with this, we get to see her in more detail. Look at that. She's got blue hair. She's crazy. She's Junker. Because, well, of course, we've got two Junker heroes. We've got Roadhog and Junkrat. Well, it'd be nice to have a third one, right? Because they're kind of like a mini faction. So I think that would be really cool. Another mad outside shout is Antonio from Retribution. Now, this could actually link into the Omnic hero we see at the end of the Storm Rising mission, because he's a very chunky boy and actually could maybe fit the dimensions of Antonio. Now, problem with Antonio is, well, he's dead. This is a bit of a problem, or at least we believe him to be dead. That, of course, is Antonio in all of his glory, one of the leaders of Talon, because this is the Storm Rising, the Retribution, sorry. I get confused with the names of these events. The Retribution event, in which you go to Rialto to apprehend him. But Reaper decides to just kill him, because why not? Or at least we think he's killed him, because we don't actually see. As you guys will see in a second, he does get shot out of the window, point blank range with one of Reaper's Hellfire shotguns. Probably would kill him. Also, he's got a really terrible Bluetooth earpiece. Yeah, he's flew out the window. He's dead, right? He must be dead, or is he dead? I don't know. Is he? I don't know. We just don't know, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's move on. So, Maximilian. This is a fan favorite. I would really like to see Maximilian as a hero. He's kind of like this snake, vindictive, disgusting Omnic that will do whatever is required to stay alive. He'll sell out Doomfist. He don't care. He'll just do whatever he needs to do. He's the corrupt accountant for Talon. He's really cool. Like, he is one of the most striking designs in the game, and if they don't turn him into a hero, I'll be really sad. There was discussion in the past, I do recall, where it was kind of like, yeah, he's sort of like a background character. He's not really a guy we're going to see thrust out there to the fore. I hope he is, though. I really hope he is. I think he could be mega cool. But of course, in this same cinematic, we get introduced to this guy. It is, well, not that guy, that's Doomfist. We get introduced to the rather sinister-looking chunky boy Omnic, who we have no idea what he is actually about. This is the only mention we have ever seen of this hero. He's meeting Doomfist in Temple of Anubis, it looks like. The only thing we know about Temple of Anubis is one of the God AI programs is kept there, but I think Michael Chu might have retconned that out of the lore, so there's no more God programs. I'm not sure. Anyway, this guy, who is he? What's going on? Is it even a he? Is it a she? What is it? Is it an Omnic? Is it a guy with an Omnic mask on? Is it a cyborg like Genji, but like a mad version of that? We just don't know. Look at it, though. It looks amazing. Again, this is one of those situations where we've got a lot of info on, or well, not so much info, but, well, yeah, I guess it is info. We've got a lot of info, a lot of designs out there for these heroes in official lore, official cinematics, in official places. Yet none of it has actually moved on from when it was first introduced. And that really sort of does my head in, because I want to know about this guy. How long ago was Storm Rising? It's like, what the hell? This has been months and months and months ago. It would have been nice to have some sort of follow on from that. But again, we don't know what's going on inside Blizzard with the Overwatch guys. We don't know what they're working on. Maybe they had a great idea for this guy, but then it didn't work out for whatever reason. So then they had to move him back, and that could be the same for the other heroes that we see. But yeah, there's all this stuff. Like, Overwatch could just literally explode in a massive lore explosion, and it will be beautiful. What about this then? What about Sanjay? Oh yes, you see him there. This is on the introduction cinematic for Moira, her backstory cinematic, and that's Sanjay. Sanjay is from the Vishkar Corporation, and he is quite clearly sitting at the top table there with Talon leadership. Now, we see this elsewhere as well. This is from the Masquerade comic. Look who's sitting there. You've got Reaper, you've got Moira, who we thought was the Joker back in the day. We're like, who the hell is that? That's Moira. And then we've got Sanjay again. So he is part of the Talon leadership, and we've seen him actually earlier than this. We see him in one of the very early comics. You guys can kind of tell by the design of this comic. It's a lot. How can I even be like, yeah, it's not as good as recent comics. Let's just leave it at that. That's when he's introduced, and he does some very questionable things there, but so does Symmetra. It's a very interesting comic, that one is. What about these guys? What about the Mecha Squad? Like, what? we got introduced to Casino. We got Demon. Obviously, we've got Diva. We've got King, Overlord. These mechas all represent a different class of hero. Just look at them. Look at Casino. He looks like some sort of DPS style support, maybe. Look at Demon. There is no doubt there. Demon is a straight up tank mecha. That would be absolutely incredible, provided it doesn't project barriers everywhere. Hello, Blizzard. You've got Diva. Obviously, she's the off tank style. You've got King. He looks like he's got a missile launch system, like multiple missile launch thing on his back. He could be a DPS one. And then look at Overlord. He could be a support mecha. I don't know. There's just so many options. And I get so excited when I look at all of this stuff because I'm like, there is so much stuff. You know, we can exist in like a little bubble where we just forget all of this stuff because Blizzard don't keep showing it us. They don't keep pushing it forward. They don't keep advancing these storylines. So we're just sort of like, well, I wonder who the next hero could be. Well, actually, there's literally 10 different people I've just showed you guys who could be the next hero. And of course, they could literally just throw something straight out of the blue and go, oh yeah, we've got this whole new faction. We've got these new heroes. We don't know. What I want you guys to do, I mean, you know, you can tell I'm getting excited in this video. I want you guys to go crazy in the comments below. Who do you think could be the most likely candidate for the next hero at BlizzCon? Or could we be getting more heroes? Instead of just Hero 32, maybe we get Hero 32, 33, 34, and 35. What happens if they launch 5 heroes? Maybe I'm just thinking like a crazy man. I don't know. Is that even possible? Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa and this is Unit Lost. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, remember you can follow me on Twitter, which is @Stylosa. It's also @Stylosa on Instagram, and I will catch you lovely lot on the next one. Oh, and don't forget, if you really enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell when you sub, because then you'll get alerted to when all of my videos go live. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.